Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? I hope you all are doing well. We are back here today with our next full week of matches, which is actually only going to be, it's going to be very quick. It's only 2 days. But the matches are only going to get crazier. We're just setting the last couple things up here, and then both runners are pretty much free to start when they're ready. It's going to get really exciting. I think this week we might be able to go through, like, depending on people's scheduling, we might be able to go through 2 full rounds of matches, where normally it would take us like 2 weeks. Um, we have our first match of the week today. We currently have 3 on the schedule. 2 of them are in losers round 3, which is what we're going to be seeing here today. Phantom versus Derek, and we have our other losers round 3 match, Soaring Sloth and Hydra King, are both set for tomorrow evening. So we are gonna zip through losers round 3, and I think after, as long as that match happens tomorrow night, which I definitely should be able to restream that, then I'll open up the losers round 4 matches and we'll keep going. So I'll do a quick bracket check. I'll just put it in chat if anyone wants to take a look, but I will read it out. Obviously, we are we are set for winners finals. Castle and Teddy. Teddy won the match yesterday. Castle beat Slopped Up 2 days ago. So we're pretty much getting to the point where, we're ready to go. Getting towards the end of the tournament. We're down to our final 8 competitors, actually, which is kind of insane. We are down to the final 8 people in the tournament, and unfortunately, someone is going home today. We've got Phantom and Derek, our number 5 seed and our number 6 seed, I believe. We're going to have a pretty even competition today, I believe. It's going to be a lot of fun. Both of these runners have taken different routes, but are here today in this match, and we should be getting started pretty much momentarily. Okay, yeah, 15 seconds. Alrighty. Cool. I'll go ahead and switch audio, and then we should be good to go. There we go. Relatively even start as well. What's up, Nick? Alright, let's go Tourney. Let's go Tourney indeed. Let's go Twitch for still not approving the fucking emotes. That's awesome. That's just great. Surely they'll be approved before the end of the tournament, right? Surely, right? Right? Dude, you know what's funny? I got a... This is how big his subathon is, man. I got gifted a sub on this account. That's awesome. Alrighty. So, we have an even matchup today. Once again, our 5 seed versus our 6 seed. Phantom has improved his PB a lot during this tournament, and Derek has also improved his PB a lot during this tournament. So 2 runners who, Derek has been around for a little longer, but Phantom just started like a couple months back, and has been improving on pit percent pretty much throughout the whole summer. And both these runners have made their way up the leaderboard. Phantom has a 12th place time with 129.49. He got the long-awaited sub 130 that he's been working on. And Derek is right behind him. He has a 130.26, 13th place. So, like, less than a minute separating these two runners in terms of PBs. And skill level, I think they're pretty much right about the same distance. We should be in for a good one today. Should be a lot of fun. So yeah, both runners are making their way through Prologue right here. Prologue has a bunch of opening cutscenes. For the most part, we're just going to be mashing 1 and 2, just alternating, pressing 1 and 2 as fast as possible. So yeah, we are, I mentioned this earlier, we're down to our final 8 competitors in this tournament. Castle and Teddy are set in the winners finals match. We obviously have losers round 3 matchups, Phantom and Derek here today, Soaring Sloth and Hydra King tomorrow. And then losers round 4, we have 2 runners awaiting. The losers of winners semifinals, Slopdop and Stevie, are both respectively waiting. And I think we're going to be... We'll see what people's scheduling is, but we have this one today, and we have the other one scheduled tomorrow, so I'm just gonna, like, probably Tuesday evening, I'm gonna open up losers round 4, and just see how many matchups we can. It all depends on everyone's schedule. So, we will be seeing a lot of matches here, probably in the next couple of weeks, but they're all gonna be really, really intense and really competitive. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Castle. Castle has been restreaming a couple matches that I'm not able to restream because of my scheduling. So big shout outs to him. He's been an incredible help to this tournament. Definitely give him a follow. He's actively streaming. And is a top SPM runner. So if you want to see really, really good SPM gameplay, I highly recommend. Restreamed yesterday and was 20 minutes late. Honestly, it's better than what I would have done, because I literally was not even home, so... Hey man, it happens. Also very good at Pb'ed 64, true. For those of you who don't know the hidden lore on this channel, we've actually streamed Paper Mario 64 before. But, you know, if you know, you know. It's pretty cool. So both runners just put the first pure heart in the pillar. And they are on their way back up to Merlin. And they will be heading into 1-1 momentarily. I'll give a quick refresh, and I think we should be good. Oh, there we go. Restreamer moment. I'm going to set up a prediction really quick. For those of you who are interested, I'll leave it up for like a little longer. Like 10 minutes, I think is what we usually do. You can predict, using your channel points, who you think is going to win this match, Phantom or Derek. It is literally, I think it's a toss-up. I think both these runners are really, really good competitors. They're pretty much around the same skill level. I mean, their PBs are like within 40 seconds within each other, I think. They've both had different routes through this tournament. Derek, in round 1 of winners, actually died to Racktail and dropped a match to TLK. But Derek has come all the way back through loser's bracket, defeating Sonic, last round defeating Cats, and is now facing up against Phantom here. So, Derek has had probably the most interesting route of the tournament, but looks to continue his run through losers today. We'll see if he can do it. Phantom has had a very interesting route as well. Started off, I believe, in... started off in round 1 here. Played Hydra King, won in winners. Was beaten by Slopdop in round 2 of winners. And had that probably like the most insane match we've ever seen on this channel against Reed. Just a complete back and forth match that Phantom ended up winning. It was a lot of fun, probably one of the most entertaining things I've seen on this channel. And is looking to... Both runners here really are looking to continue their route through the tournament. And the winner of this will go play Stevie in the next round. So both these runners are into 1-1. They're currently in Bestovius' house right now. And Bestovius is going to give Mario the ability to flip into 3D, which is going to be incredibly useful, especially in the pit. We're going to see Mario used solely through the pit. And he is, basically, if you flip in 3D in the pit, none of the platforms are there, you'll just fall to the bottom. So it can be really useful if you need to get all the way to the bottom floor really quickly. It can also be a little bit of a pain if you accidentally flip and, you know, the door is on the top level. It might lose a little bit of time. But speaking of flipping, both runners are going to flip into 3D in the 2 rooms in Bestovius' house here. They're picking up a couple items. The Shell Shock, Shroom Shake, and the Fire Burst. The Shell Shock will be used in room 89, most likely. The Shroom Shake is just a heal. It's 10 HP. It's incredibly useful to have throughout the pit. And then the Fire Burst will be used in the Enter 2 cutscene. They're getting a Turtley Leaf drop. We've seen a couple of those all throughout this tournament, so that's pretty cool. Turtley Leaf will... It's probably not worth picking up unless you're in a very, very specific situation in the pit. It'll basically reduce the damage you take. Could be good for some, like, damage-heavy rooms. But yeah. Derek is into the 1-1 grind room. This is obviously, like, one of the most important parts of the run. There are a bunch of squiglets here, just sitting right behind this wall in 3D, and Derek is going to try to jump on all these squiglets. Same with Phantom. And they specifically do not want to touch the ground. They want to just continuously bounce off all these squiglets. Very nicely done by Derek, and he gets a Fire Burst drop, which he will absolutely take. It's incredibly useful. Phantom's grind is looking to be good as well. Gets the attack level up. And he's just going to finish off, and also gets a Fire Burst drop and a Fresh Veggie drop. Those are 2 really, really good grinds. I think Phantom might have gotten a Fast Flower there. I'm not totally sure. I thought I saw it, but I wasn't actually looking. So, but regardless, in terms of points, both of these runners are looking really, really good right now. 35k and 36k, respectively, are grinds where you don't really have to worry about soft locking in the pit. Okay, yeah, he did get a a Fast Flower. So, there's an RNG block before the Squiglet grind in which you can get a Fast Flower or a Slow Flower, and if you pick up either of these, your points will be multiplied by 3, so you can actually get up to like 90k on the grind. However, with the Fast Flower, it's like incredibly difficult to control. The Slow Flower is very easy to control, but it is slow, so it's really up to runner preference whether or not it's worth going for or not. But regardless, both these runners are looking to be about the same in terms of points. Likely won't have to worry about soft locking. And are heading into 1-2 here. So I think the biggest thing I'm looking for is whether or not both these runners will be going into the shop in 1-2. I believe Phantom has gone into the shop before on multiple occasions, so that's what I'm expecting. Derek, I'm not totally sure, though. Derek might be skipping the shop. The 1-2 shop is pretty useful if you want to pick up extra heals or extra items like fire bursts or pretty much fire burst or shroom shakes is most likely what you're gonna buy from the 1-2 shop. And it's the cheapest shop in the game, so if you do want to buy something, you'll likely want to do it here. There are flim spawns in the pit, so that is something to look forward to, but there's certain items that you can get from flim that you just can't get here. So we'll see. There's been a lot of different strategy in pit, which is something I love about these tournaments. We see a bunch of different runners implementing their different strategies, whether they're playing it safe or playing it risky. And it all has a outcome on their matches. So Derek and Phantom have lowered the first bridge here by talking to this red guy. There is actually a trick in this level called a green bridge skip, where you can skip lowering the second bridge. You can save pretty much 2 minutes. You can skip getting Thoreau, you can skip getting, talking to Watch It. Derek's actually going to buy a couple things here. I think Shroom Shakes. And it might be a Shroom Shake and a Fire Burst, honestly. Phantom's going to do the same. Phantom has a little more coins, I believe. So he'll be able to get, like, 2 Shroom Shakes if he wants. Yeah, Derek is out of the shop and going to get Thoreau, the first pixel. Phantom is also out of the shop. So both these runners are looking good on points and they're looking good on heals. So hopefully that won't be too much of an issue that we see today, but you never know. The pit is extremely unpredictable, so... both these runners are going down to get the first pixel of the game, Thoreau. Thoreau will allow you to grab and pick up objects or enemies or items, hold them above Mario's head, and then you can toss them to complete puzzles or use them in different manners. We're likely not going to be seeing Thoreau too much in the pit. He's definitely useful for certain tricks like the boomer throw before the pit, a couple other things, but Boomer is going to be the most used pixel all throughout the run. What's up, Teddy? I'm doing well. Hope everybody's doing well today. What's up, Castle? What's up, Cats? What's up, Seth? Seth's bench. Trickster. Hope everybody is doing well. Nick, what's up? Should be a fun match today. Also, if anyone wants to predict in the channel, with channel points, the prediction is, it's going to be closed in like a minute or so, I think. So now is the final time to do it. Derek is about like 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds ahead. Which, obviously, holding a lead now is very useful, but once we get into the pit, because of the amount of RNG, it'll... it's likely that we're probably going to see a couple lead changes, at least I believe. Spent everything I have on this. Yes, Teddy, I forgot to just join the Discord voice channel. So I should be good now. You should see my name. Alright. So predictions are in. They're finalized. We'll be good to go. Glitch PhD putting his entire livelihood under the prediction. Will it pay out for him? We'll see. Derek is going to finish up 1-2. Phantom is right behind him. So that will do it for the first level. Alrighty. 1-3. There's a little bit of a grind that we do here at the start. You're going to see Derek pick up 3 different items. He's going to pick up Pal Pills, the Happy Flower. Oh, unfortunately didn't hit the last block there. And then the Fast Flower. Fast Flower will triple your points, as we mentioned earlier. And just by killing a couple of these enemies, you can get extra points, extra coins. It's very fast and very useful all around. What's up, Zach? Alrighty, so 1-3 has a lot of really cool tricks. I know in the past we've seen, I believe Reed. It was definitely Reed and one other runner do the 3D jump with this squig. But I don't think we're going to see it, at least not for a little bit in the tournament. But you can do a 3D jump and it skips flipping back in 2D. It saves a little bit of time. It's really cool. Right now, both runners are in the O-Chunks fight, about to start. O-Chunks is the first of 3 bosses that we fight in this game, or in this run, rather. We're just going to pick him up with Throw, toss him into the right corner, and do stylish jumps in midair. Hoping to do a bunch of multi-bounces on his head. Derek is looking good right now. Pretty solid Chunks fight. Only got hit once. But yeah, you can perform stylishes by shaking the Wii Remote after jumping off an enemy's head. Stylish are like a little finicky. You have to, depending on how long you shake the Wii Remote, Mario will stay in midair. So it's can be a little difficult to control sometimes. But very nice fights from both runners. Derek is performing Ice Churble Skip. Just by grabbing this Ice Churble and getting hit by its projectile, it'll leave its positioned higher in the air where you can jump on top of it and get up to the door. Very nicely done. This trick looks really easy, but it's a little precise. You actually have to jump onto the Churble at the height of its animation. Derek is attempting and gets it. Blue Pedestal Skip, or Star Block Clip, whatever you want to call it. But that trick skips what you're going to see on Phantom screen by pressing 1 and minus. There's this little cutscene that opens the star block. There's a small ledge which you can, by continuing your momentum on this ledge, you can pretty much walk right under the star block, flip back in 2D, and hit it. So lots of really cool tricks in 1-3. We are in 1-4 now, and we will see if either runner goes for key early. I know Phantom does it, so I don't know if... I can't remember if Derek does. I know Phantom goes for it, so we'll see. If Phantom does end up getting it, and Derek opts to not go for it, that could be a pretty significant lead shift. We'll see. But essentially, in this next room that Derek is going to go into, he's going to enter this locked door. And there's essentially going to be a key that's loaded in behind a bunch of brown blocks. You're meant to go to another separate room, hit a blue switch to remove the blocks. But you can clip out of bounds. Derek is going to go for it. And this out of bounds clip is probably the hardest part of the trick. Is really difficult. You want to clip out of bounds, but you don't want to fall out of bounds. It's very easy to fall out of bounds. You sort of have to clip, get the corner clip, and then land back on the quicksand, and then flip in 3D and attempt the maneuvering. However, Derek unfortunately is not able to get this clip. Phantom is now on key early. Derek does get the clip. Phantom is still trying to get this clip out of bounds, which he does. Derek is trying to jump on top of the scene while remaining out of bounds, which he does, but falls back into the quicksand and falls out of bounds. Phantom is going to get key early. And that's going to be it. Derek is just going to opt to go get the key the normal way. And that is a pretty significant lead shift right there. Hang on, I'll give a refresh on both the streams. So that trick is incredibly difficult. It's obviously you have a very difficult corner clip. You have to land back on the quicksand. And then obviously the 3D maneuvering is not easy by any means. Just trying to maneuver out of bounds while not falling out of bounds can be incredibly difficult. Unfortunately, though, I think Derek had it, but unfortunately missed the jump and then fell out of bounds, which is unfortunate. So Phantom is going to have a fairly significant lead. Actually gets a ladder jump there. Pretty cool. How long ago was the clip found? Oh man, key early I think was 2019. I think it was somewhere around there. It's been a while. I found the corner clip to get out of bounds, and then Flash did all the 3D movement. So it was sort of like a combined find, which was really cool. It was actually something that we theorized for a while because the key was... we found that the key was like loaded behind those blocks, but we really had no idea how to get out of bounds or, you know, do any cool tricks to get it. So it ended up working out though. Yeah, it's crazy to think about. It's actually been like 3 or 4 years now. It's been a long time. Alrighty, so Phantom is about to start the Fractal fight. Derek is also entering the Fractal cutscene here. So we have seen a lead change already, but again, even though a lot of pre-pit stuff definitely matters, once we get to the pit, there's just so much RNG, you never know what could happen. Obviously, it's very incredibly useful to have a lead going into the pit, but since there's a lot of RNG involved, you never know how things can play out. So we're starting this Fractal fight. There's just going to be a 40-second cutscene that we have to watch. Really, the main thing with this fight is just getting two specific jumps from Fractal's tail to his head, so that way we don't have to watch this cutscene a second or a third time. Alrighty, so Phantom will jump on Fractal's back, be sent up into the air here. And essentially there's going to be little enemies that spawn on Fractal's back. We're just going to use them to hit the antenna 3 times. The Phantom's going to line up to the left here, and just as soon as the tail comes to an end, just jump to the right, land back on Fractal's head, and that is the main skip, so he's going to do that one more time, and you should be good. A pretty neat fact is that this trick, or this skip rather, was actually referred to in like, I don't know if it was like a Nintendo Power for this game, or if it was a full... It might have been like the full game booklet that they released. Derek's actually doing the 3D strat, which he gets. This is actually going to save him some time. So Derek is setting up to flip in 3D 2 times at a very specific point. Needs to be at a specific point in the tail, flip at a specific triangle, but he gets it 2 times, and that's going to save him a decent amount of time over Phantom. Phantom had to wait for those enemies to spawn and toss them on the antenna, but Derek actually, by doing that flip, can just jump on the antenna directly. That is not an easy trick. Commentator being proven wrong. Derek immediately calls it a free trick. But it definitely saves a lot of time. Alright, so that is going to do it for Chapter 1. Phantom still has a little bit of a lead, not as much as he had on Derek. But we are pretty even overall. This is still anyone's match. We are going into the Enter 2 cutscene. In which, as Phantom pointed out, actually in chat, there is a lot of mashing. So there isn't as much mashing in this category as there is in any percent. However, mashing still absolutely has an effect on everyone's runs. It could be it's something you really don't think about because there's just so much text in this game. You're mostly thinking about, you know, the next trick that you have to do, or, you know, whatever it may be, but really text mashing can have a significant advantage or disadvantage to certain runners. Even if you can't visually see the time save, unless you put 2 people mashing pretty much like 2 videos right next to each other, but it does have a extremely significant effect on these runs, and in this cutscene in particular, there is a lot of mashing. I'd say Prologue obviously has, like, probably the most in a single segment, but this is up there. There's a lot of different backtracking that we're going to be doing. There's a lot of different text mashing all throughout the Enter 2 segment. Essentially, this whole segment is us completing a couple different side quests that we have to complete before opening the door to Chapter 2. Which that includes, or will include, rather, waking up Peach once we get back to Flipside. Alright, so this cutscene that we've seen here is essentially us playing as Peach. We are walking through Count Bleck's castle. It's not apparent right now, but we're actually in the 8-1 level, which we obviously won't be seeing today, but we do see in any percent in other categories. So Peach, it will be teleported away It's not known where, but she's actually being teleported back to Flipside. Um, and we're gonna have to wake her up, and she will join our party. And unfortunately, we're not going to use Peach too many times in this run. She's used at two main points. One time in 2-1 to get across a gap. Um, and the other time, unless the runners decide to do the flip strat on Racktail, most runners will opt to use Peach and just float over that way. Alright, so both these runners are going to head into Merlin's house to start the first cutscene here. Essentially, this Flipside resident will tell us that a girl fell from the sky and is not waking up. We're actually going to go cook a fireburst before following Merlin up the elevator. And the reason for this is, once we go up to Merlin, start that cutscene, he's essentially going to ask us to make a spicy soup by cooking a fireburst, so we're just going to do it first. That way we save, like, unnecessary time on backtracking. Both these runners use the return pipe, which will always take you back up to Flipside Tower. And they'll just jump off the right edge, as you saw Derek do there, and start this cutscene. And the lead is probably, I think Phantom is ahead about like 8 seconds or so. Derek is definitely very, very close behind. Alrighty, so both runners are getting Peach added into their party. And they will be on their way to place the second Pure Heart into the pillar. And we will open up the doors to Chapter 2-1. Yeah, it's cool, Zach. If you want to hop in, I'm in the commentators channel in the SPM Discord. I'll get my... I need to get my desktop audio set up, but I'll do it real quick. Alrighty. Something interesting to note, we can actually enter the pit right now by doing a corner clip. Instead of flipping in that room that Derek was just in, we can corner clip into a pipe and go down it. However, Unfortunately, I don't know if the strat will ever become like an actual meta for this category because the pixel that we're about to get in 2-1 is so useful and prevents a incredible number of soft locks that a boomerless pit would be like incredibly risky to go for. Alrighty, both runners are heading into 2-1 now. We are not going to be completing 2-1. This is the only level in Chapter 2 in which we will see. However, we will just be getting Boomer and using the return pipe. There is a trick in 2-1 known as Boomer Skip, which we see in any percent and a couple other categories. However, it is slower to do Boomer Skip by, like, I believe literally 1 second. Unfortunately, with doing Boomer Skip, we have to complete the whole level itself and go into 2-2, while if just talking to Boomer normally, we don't have to do that. We can just use the return pipe immediately. And we can also keep a Shell Shock for Room 89. Both runners will get this key here. This match is incredibly close. I'm trying to think of like how close a couple other matches have been going into the pit. I don't know if it's been this close yet. We've seen like some pretty significant differences between runners entering into the pit. Phantom is going to use just a general 3D manipulation strat to get up to this pipe. Derek is going to do the Goomba jump. Very nicely done. He gets a Shroom Shake drop, but will not be able to get it, unfortunately. So I will despawn. Yo, what's up? Hang on, let me get you on stream real quick. Okay, you should be good now.
Do you have a way to like restream?
Oh, yeah, let me do that.
Perfect. So it'd be less delay. Wow, they're like literally like equal right now until Phantom fell. That's funny.
Alright. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it. Perfect.
Perfect. Alrighty. Yeah, so we are getting to that point. Essentially, all we're going to be doing in 2-1 is going to talk to Boomer, get him into our party, and we'll be off to the pit very shortly. Derek does get the 60k level up. Both runners had very good grinds in 1-1, so no worries about any soft locks. Thankfully, I don't think we've had any soft locks all throughout the tournament, which is good.
Yeah, it always sucks having 2 low points because I think it's room 19 where you can get screwed over. You don't have points.
Yeah, room 19 and 25.
Yeah. Well, 19 you can kind of do something about it. 25 you're just completely screwed unless you have 60k if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So both runners are literally like 2 seconds apart. I think Derek has the lead by 2 seconds because Phantom fell while he's walking in the background. Boomer has probably one of the longest text out of any pixels in the game. He's just asking a bunch of questions, but after that, both these runners are going to immediately use the return pipe and head to the pit. Another big thing that we've seen throughout this tournament is the Boomer throw right before the pit has had a pretty significant impact on certain lead changes, so we'll see if that has an effect today.
Yeah, it's a tricky trick sometimes. sometimes it can fail, and each time you fail, I think you lose like almost 10 seconds or something crazy because of all the pixel switches and the long setup. But yeah, this is crazy how close this is. What's funny
Yeah,
with the pit is like as soon as you enter, it's gonna change after the first room.
yeah, absolutely. So there is, we've mentioned it before, there is a lot of RNG all throughout the pit. We'll get to it more so when we enter the pit, but this is really anyone's match. Both these runners, their PBs are within like 40 seconds, 30 seconds of each other, so this should be a lot of fun to watch.
Oh yeah, 100%. Who has the better PB out of curiosity? I guess.
Phantom has a 129.49, I think, and Derek has a 130.26.
Oh nice. Very close then.
Yep, we are ready to go here. There's one last trick that we're going to be seeing here. Both runners are going to be picking up Boomer with Thoreau. Phantom gets the trick first try, and Derek does not, so Phantom will take the lead here. Heading into the pit.
It's actually funny because a lot of I know like myself, I've tried this. Oh damn, that sucks. Hopefully he gets it here. Yeah, that should be good. No? Damn.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's a really, really precise trick. From what I've seen. I don't think I've ever gotten it, but I've attempted it like 2 times.
Yeah. If he jumped earlier, it would have worked most of the times. But yeah. Okay, cool. So he's just a room behind, not too bad. You'll notice in the second room, there's just only Goombas. In the first room, there's only Squiglets, so they're pretty easy rooms, but you can sometimes lose like 10 seconds if you don't get the best layout.
Yeah, so there are a lot of different RNG elements all throughout the pit. Obviously, each room is going to contain one enemy that has the key. Which enemy that has the key is completely random. Any item drops you get are random. Entry and exit doors will have common locations in some rooms, but will be random. Same with enemy locations. The only thing that remains consistent is room layout. Oh my god! Dude, what? Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that. He just, like, killed my ears. Okay, hang on. Dude. I'm so thrown off. Dude, okay. Zach, I don't know if you can hear me, but I think you have some mic issues. I don't know what just happened. I don't know if it's on my end or if it's on. I assume it's on his end. But anyways.
No, that was on my end. I bumped my mic.
Oh, yo, what's up? Okay, you're good now. You're good.
Fuck. Oh my god, I don't know how loud that was, but yeah, that happens sometimes.
It was a little loud. It's alright.
I'll just use my PC's mic now, but yeah. It's interesting to note that the door is actually like linked together. So if you enter one door, at a certain place, the locked door to exit the room will be at the same place, which is pretty cool.
That is true. We'll do a quick room check here. Derek is on room 7. Phantom is on room 8. So still just a 1-room difference.
Generally, the room differences will hold for like the first like 10 or 20 floors.
Yeah, the first 10 rooms.
Not way too much.
Yeah, the first 10 rooms will have a pretty consistent skill in terms of enemies. Most of these enemies are just 1 or 2 hits until we get into the 10s here. Oh, and every...
A bit of a rougher first 10 there.
Yeah. Once we get to every 10 rooms, so room 10, 20, 30, will contain a chest. We're not going to open it, it's just a catch card. But sometimes Flim can spawn, which later in the pit, if you don't have items like a Thunder Rage or an Ice Storm, he could be very useful for room 98, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah, especially the Mighty Tonics too, because they can save a lot of time in like room 72 and sometimes 86 as well, which is nice.
That's true.
Or is it 86 or 76? No, it's 86. Yeah, that has the what are they called? Koopa Trolls? Yeah.
Yeah, the Koopa Trolls. So, a Phantom did get the key there. He was in room with some Schlorps, which you have to feed Boomer to them. They're not too bad early on, but there is a room later in the run where you can lose a lot of time to them.
Yeah, generally you'll see the runners prioritize like the easier to kill enemies, like the Schlorps. They'll save for later. They might kill like one or two on their path, but generally they come back to them after if they don't have the key yet, right? What's also interesting to note is that enemies die a lot faster if you use Boomer, so you get the key much faster. You don't have to wait for them to have the despawn animation. So you'll notice generally they like to end with killing them with Boomer for some enemies.
Yeah, that is true. There's a lot of really small time save that can add up a lot throughout the pit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Alright, do a quick room check here. Derek is starting off in room 14, and Phantom is 2 rooms ahead in room 16. So, yeah, really, the further we go on into the pit, the more difficult the enemies become, and that is really where RNG will have a big factor in certain rooms, especially enemy-heavy rooms.
And also, like, the room layouts generally get more complicated too, so you can, like, even have, like, easy enemies like Phantom does here, but still lose a lot of time. You can see Derek is actually now in the same room as him now. So if he has a good room, then they'll be, like, equal. Even though it wasn't, like, a hard room, it was just a harder layout, basically. So yeah, now Derek is, like, half a room behind.
Mm. So it's important to note.
10 to 20 seconds.
Yeah, they are going to be in the same room here for a short amount of time. Any enemies that have dotted outlines around them will flip into 3D alongside Mario, which can be really useful if those enemies are on the top level. You can just flip into 3D and have them fall to the bottom. There's a lot of fast ways to kill enemies with certain shells. And it looks like Derek's actually going to take the lead here. This Buzzy Beetlemoon. And he's into room 19. This room obviously has a Koopa Troll. He's not going to worry about it. Gets a first key.
Yeah, it's crazy. Phantom did get a nice little item drop, which will be useful later on. Most likely, anyways.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he is a room behind, but he does have like an extra heal or maybe multiple extra heals. I wasn't here for the pre-pet mostly.
Yeah, both of these runners went to the 1-2 shop, so they have a couple heals stacked up.
You'll notice that Derek actually didn't talk to Flim there, and that's just specifically because Flim doesn't have any useful items until 30 and later. So there's not even a point in talking to him on floor 20. That is really unlucky.
Yeah, that's tough. So as you saw there, Derek used the Phantom's going to be doing the same thing, using a Fire Burst on a couple of these Spinies. Hopefully, if you get lucky, one of them will have the key. Unfortunately, both runners got pretty unlucky there.
Yeah, well, Derek got a lot more things on screen, which was kind of crazy because I think he got 5 out of the 6 on screen.
Yeah.
The more you get, the better, obviously. So Derek taking another, like, 1-room lead again.
They will be in the same room for a short period of time, but Derek is on his way out. These boos, essentially, you can stand opposite to them, and they'll float towards you, and that's where you can place Boomer and kill them instantly.
Wow, that's really unlucky on Phantom's side there. It's gonna have to go all the way across the rim.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I think there's like 12 enemies or something crazy in that rim. It's a lot.
So Derek had a very fast room 23, so he's in 24
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
I didn't even notice he got out of 23. That's crazy.
Mm.
So yeah, Derek taking like a full rim and some lead over Phantom, which is pretty nice on his end.
25, this is the soft lock room, which we alluded to earlier. It's just this chain chomp. As long as you're at 60k, you can kill it with 2 hits with Boomer.
Otherwise, you need an item or you're screwed basically. So Derek taking a, what is this, still a 1 room lead? Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
So now we come to this room, which this room is quite interesting to clear optimally. So generally you want to just make sure you end in like the place that has the door. Because I noticed like some people, they kind of just go wherever, but if you end where the door is, then you can at least guarantee the room won't be that slow. So you don't have to like go all the way back across the room to get some more enemies, right?
That is true, yeah. So the door for Derek is in the top right.
Yeah, so if he just kills this Paragoomba then goes to the top right, he can guarantee that the room won't be too bad. That's kind of how I would have done the room too. You just got a little unlucky with the key. And it looks like Phantom's going to be taking a small lead there, or they'll actually be
directly tied. Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that daisy room, any room with daisies is really, really tough. They have very annoying projectiles. Derek gets a good key. Same with Phantom, but Derek did not have to flip for the door, so he will take a small lead here.
It's nice to know that there's a lot of nice item drops in this room too, which can be useful. So Phantom's taking his first heal. Derek's actually doing pretty good on health. I'd say this is one of the main places I feel like I need to heal most, is like late in the room 20s, because if you take too much damage, then usually you have to heal.
Yeah, absolutely. Derek actually had a
flipping there.
Derek had a very quick room. It's the room that Phantom's on right here. Only 8 seconds, but I think he got an unfortunate spawn with these Robuses.
Wonder what he's doing. Didn't he have the key already? Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought he already had the key. I was confused.
So both runners will be on the same room. Phantom can actually save some time if this Robus has the key, which it does.
That's crazy. Nice. I've never seen the room go that fast in a while. So yeah, they're about neck and neck again. So now any Flim that you see, they'll probably talk to you to get some items. Unfortunately, none of them getting it.
Maybe we'll see. Both of these runners are very, very close to the 90k level up, so both of them will just be looking to get it through killing enemies instead of having to use a heal.
Phantom taking a nice lead there.
They had a really good room. Got a block. And another, oh my god, he got a first key in this elongator room.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
This room can take up to like 40 seconds if you get a last key, so Phantom really taking a nice lead over Derek here. Got the same door spawns, but just needs the same key. Not bad, not bad.
2 good keys there.
I'm saying about 1 room ahead.
Mm-hmm. Moving into 34 here. This room is not too bad. 30's really the I think the next big room that can be really difficult is coming up. Ninjos, which are just very sporadic and unpredictable. Both runners were in the same room for a short amount of time, but Phantom is on his way into 35.
It's nice to know in the Buzzy Beetle or the Stone Buzzy room, you can actually rack up a lot of points if you like do your jumps well. Those little point grinds can definitely help out, like for getting 200k a little faster to save more time later. So it looks like they're going to be in the same room there. Phantom, unfortunately, getting like a last key pretty much.
Mm.
Gives Derek some time to catch up.
Gets a long last shake. Which really, long last shake has a little bit of a longer animation when you use it.
They really like the word long and long last, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh, gets a second key, I think, in the ninja room here, which is not too bad.
Not
That's
bad.
pretty good.
Yeah, long last streaks are literally like only like a last resort. You'll only see runners use them if like they really, really have to.
Mm. Wow, first key in 37 here. Pretty nice for Phantom. Phantom will be ahead by like 2 rooms here, pretty much.
That's crazy. 38 can sometimes be tricky because you can't really jump easily on any of the enemies because usually the Magic Koopas try and hit you when you jump on them, and then the Goombas, obviously you can't jump on Spike Goombas.
Yeah, Magic Koopa's also another enemy with really irritating projectiles, which will spawn in, even if you kill Magic Koopas really quickly, they can still spawn in. It's really irritating
Yeah,
to deal with.
it's really annoying. So Derek only like 1 room behind, not bad. And then now we get to room 39, which is a very, very weird room, honestly. You can have Tyler's kind of get stuck super far away and it can be really slow, depending on what happens. Oh, that was a really good room 39. Or, well, pretty good anyways. Could have been better. So you'll see a Flim here. He's probably going to pick up a Mighty Tonic if he has it, which he doesn't. That was really unlucky.
That's tough.
Well,
Leaves Boomer there. Let him know how he feels. Love to see that.
Yeah. I wonder if that was an accident or if that was intentional.
Oh
wow,
my god.
That's crazy.
Okay.
No way.
Yeah, that is...
He didn't even kill a club.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So that's the first Clubber room. We'll see a lot of Clubber rooms all throughout the pit, but
Oh, yeah.
getting a first key on that room, especially this early in the run, is pretty crazy. That's going to save him a lot of time.
Yeah, as you can see on Derek's screen, actually also pretty good 39. 39 generally can be pretty problematic, I find. So Phantom securing like a really, really nice 2-rim lead, or 1-rim lead, sorry. Or no, that's 2, never mind.
Yeah, 43
unfortunately
and
has to deal with the
41.
clubbos.
Yeah, the best strat, the quickest way to kill Clubbas, if they're facing away from you and they're under a low ceiling, you can just duck jump and kill them really quickly. But unfortunately, they don't like to cooperate at all.
So generally in this room, you do want to prioritize the squigglets, but when one is under a low ceiling, it's actually really easy to kill them fast, as you can see here. So not a bad club room by any means, it's just nowhere near as fast as Phantoms.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so 42 here. I think Phantom is still 2 rooms ahead, yeah, and 44.
Yeah, 2 rooms.
Gets an egg drop for Derek there. Oh, a hot sauce. Nice.
Oh,
Phantom.
okay. That's good. Probably save... You can either use the hot sauce in like 62 to save some time, or you can just save it for 86 to kill the Koopa Trolls faster. That, or you could also just use it at 96. There's a lot of options you can do for a hot sauce, actually. So it'll be interesting to see where he uses it. Derek, unfortunately, getting trolled a little bit in this room. The Koopa Strikers. Looks like both of them are going to have to heal before the next level up.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
Risky to not. So you generally always level up in room 50, which is nice. So you can kind of like play it like knowing that you're gonna level up soon. But unfortunately, yeah, Phantom's just gonna have to heal. Who's gonna lose them? Like a few seconds, nothing too crazy. So let's do a room check. Actually, I think it's a 1 room difference now.
They will be on
Or
the
no,
same
that's-
room for
Okay.
a very short amount of time. Phantom unfortunately had like a 50-second room there with those Tyloids.
That sucks.
Yeah, these Tyloids, if you get a last key in this Tyloid room, it can lose a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
time.
terrible. That was really nice for Derek. Not the best run, but still like much better than Phantom. So he saved a nice like 20, 25 seconds over Phantom there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if someone's low on healing items, generally they'll kill every enemy in this room because you're almost guaranteed at least one when you kill a poison turtle,
Mhm.
which can be nice. Oh, that was unfortunate actually.
Oh no, that's tough. Okay,
So
does get
Derek's
the key there.
most definitely gonna have to heal. Actually, maybe not if he levels up. No, I don't think he can yet. So he'll most definitely have to heal because the Club of Rim coming up and the Magic Koopas.
Ooh, it looks like Phantom might actually have to use another heal, but it's gonna be really close.
No, he'll be good because nothing can deal too much damage in the next 2 rounds.
Okay, that's good.
So he'll be good. He might even level up in this room depending on how late of a key he gets.
Hmm.
It always sucks when you level up in this room because it means you have to kill so many extra enemies.
Yeah, she does. Yep.
So Derek is only like I think he's in the same room now, eh?
No, he'll be in
No, 1 room
Clubba.
behind you. So he's gonna definitely want to heal here.
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck!
Alrighty,
But now
Phantom.
he won't have to heal anymore, thankfully, because he's gonna level up like right here.
Yeah, should be good to go. Phantom is in 51. This is the point grind room, which we were talking about earlier. You just kick one of the Buzzy Beetle shells, and it won't get Phantom another level up, but it'll get him like a nice like
Get him a
9k
lot of
probably.
points, yeah. So it looks like he's having a bit of a rough go in this room here. Not too bad though. 25 seconds. So still holding like a nice like 2-ish room lead over Derek, it looks like.
Mhm.
So this room generally you have to just go to the bottom, kill all the pigs, and go to the top. I don't think anyone else does this except for me. It's kind of like a Zack strat, but you can do like a home menu like damage like door open kind of thing. So kind of like the mid-air chest to get to the top door with a flip. It's kind of cool. Makes you skip like the pipe animation, but generally you'll have to go in the pipe unless you get lucky.
Absolutely. Derek is on 51. Does end up getting the key. Phantom's still about like 2 rooms ahead here. Still maintaining a decent lead. Having a tough time with these Tyloids and Spanias.
Yeah, he's only like 1 room ahead now actually, and Derek actually got a pretty nice door here.
Ooh, a very good
That's
key as
really
well.
nice actually, yeah. He can jump onto the door here if he does it right. Oh. That's actually kind of unfortunate because the pig is going to be in his way. So yeah, a solid run lead for Phantom here. And then he does have the extra hot sauce too. And quite a significant amount more heals as well, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, Phantom still has a good like 3 or 4 heals. He's been getting some decent drops.
Yeah, so this room is actually quite interesting that Phantom's in. So it's technically better to go for the Clubbas. They are the harder enemy to deal with, but they're way faster to kill than the Dry Bones. So generally, like when you're trying to go fast, you want to go for the Clubbas, but for newer runners, it's so much easier to just do the Dry Bones, right? Because you don't actually have to worry about them hitting you.
Yep, so they were in the same room once again, but Phantom was heading out while Derek was heading in. So Phantom will stay 1 room ahead right now while Derek works on these Clubbas, which he gets a
Okay, nice.
decent key, so they're actually going to be in the same room here. Phantom,
So
I think,
Phantom's
got another
gonna-
block.
Yeah, not really too useful. I think they
Mhm.
got the same door. Yeah, they got the same door too, I think, eh? So his door will be on the far right side, on the middle. Oh wait, no,
There we
okay, it
go.
was a slightly different door.
Phantom with a good
Phantom.
dark blue key.
Yeah. So basically, if you get the Cursia, you're basically unlucky. If you get the booze, it's like considered like good luck most of the time, anyways. Eric, unfortunately, losing a bit of time to not getting the dark boost to spawn there.
Alright, so 58. This room that Phantom's on. It just really looking to not take too much damage and not have an Amazing Daisy key. That's really the main thing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice room.
Yeah. It's like the fan favorite room. So Derek's still only one room behind, but one really irritating room behind.
Yeah.
So we might as well just call it 2 rooms.
Oh!
Oh, okay.
That's a second key there.
Phantom got a really good key as well, actually. So still a solid room ahead. Now I want to see if he uses his hot sauce on room 62. Because just having extra attack there just saves so much time on killing enemies for the next like 2 rooms. Okay, so Derek is gonna be in like basically the same room. Okay, nice phlegm.
Phlegm, and he gets a Thunder Rage.
No mighty tonics though. That's really unlucky.
Yeah, that's tough.
So yeah, what's nice about this room? Oh, that's really lucky.
Wow.
What's nice about room 62 is if you use the hot sauce, you can kill the dark booze in one hit, and you can kill the dry bones in one hit. And then if you have the room fast enough, you can kill these guys in like 1 or 2 hits. So it makes it really nice if you have a hot sauce or a mighty tonic. Phantom unfortunately taking a bit of a beating by this boomerang bro
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, his next level up is going to be 160, so he will... We'll see.
Absolutely have to heal, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because he has the heals, right? You don't want to play too risky. Like, for example, here, Derek's just going to heal, even though technically he could play without it, but just makes it so much easier, right? So, Phantom actually taking a really, really solid lead over Derek, because I think he's like 2 rims behind now. Because I think he's in 62 now, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Thankfully getting lots of hits on enemies at the same time, but yeah, unfortunately taking lots of damage there. Yeah, Phantom is just going, bro. He's getting really
Yeah.
fast runs.
Yeah, this is a nice lead. So he's, woo. Yeah, actually going to keep the 3-room lead right now, I think.
Yeah, so he's gonna be in 66 while Derek's in 63, so that's, yeah, 3 rooms.
Ooh. Yeah, Derek's
Derek
gonna
unfortunately
heal.
having to heal again. And another really
Wow.
solid run. This is a really good pace for the 60s. The 60s is honestly one of the biggest variable rims, like rim rangers, I'd say, because it has all these fucking orangey rims, like especially this one too. This
Oh
one's not-
my
Oh my
God, he gets a
gosh!
first.
No way!
Wow. That's...
No
I think that's
way.
like... That's the second time that's happened this tournament where I've seen both Longator rooms. The runner gets like first
That's
key on both of the
crazy.
rims. It's insane.
They're
God.
keeping actually pretty decent pace though. Like he's not like falling too far behind despite all the first keys.
Yeah, Derek did have a good clubber rim. He got like a
yeah.
second key.
Holy fuck, these rims are
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, this is a really good set of 60s for Phantom here.
Wonder if that's kind of gold or something. Do you have their splits up, by the way? Do you know what kind of pace they're on?
I could take a look. Let me see if Phantom is 17 seconds behind, or ahead of his PB rather. So he is on PB pace
Ooh.
right now.
And yeah, it shows. Like this is really no.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, that was scary.
Wow.
I think he was
Yeah.
gonna kick himself. He's gonna
Yeah,
heal,
that
or
was-
he's gonna level up in 400 points, so I don't blame him, but like, still.
That's
Okay, yeah, he's
crazy.
probably gonna gain a significant lead after this segment, hey?
Yeah, I'll let you know. It looks like
Sounds
he's
good, and then he has
he's
Mighty Sonic too.
absolutely golding, I think.
What is he grabbing? A life stream. Man, he really. Oh, he couldn't even buy it. He didn't have enough money. It's kind of funny.
Okay,
So
still
he
ahead
just
of
has
this
to kill
PB.
one enemy here. Cool. And Derek, unfortunately, okay, that was not too bad. So yeah, he's what, like 3 rooms behind still? Well,
Yeah.
Phantom's in 72. He's in like 68 right now.
Hmm.
So the 70s actually have a lot of very like nice and chill rooms, which is nice. So you have like the 2 whatever these guys are called. I don't Robert or Jobus, whatever
Yeah,
they're
the
called.
Jabus.
And then, yeah, a lot of easier runs in the 70s, which is kind of a nice little break for a little bit. And then you do have like a couple harder ones, like the Rough Puffs. So Derek is quite low, but he's gonna heal with anyways, so it's good.
Nice. Yeah, you got the level up there. Alright, so this
So
room with
not
Curse
vying
is...
for the Super Boomer, surprisingly.
Yeah, most runners you'll see flip into 3D in this room and just have all of the Curses fall to the ground, since it's like, I think you can get easier double hits on them.
Ooh. Okay, Derek having a really nice Koopa Striker rim. Just has
Yeah,
to
that's
play
gonna
it a
help
little.
him.
Oh wow, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, you almost always get hit if you try to gun it there, but got a little lucky with the, or maybe not lucky, maybe he just had a really good jump, I guess. Okay, so he's actually gaining some time back, which is nice.
Yep. Phantom is working on 74 right now, and Derek is on 71.
74 can kind of go 2 ways. It can either be really amazing, like half the time, or half the time it'd be like really awful, like as you see here. Because generally, you almost always spawn on the left side with the door in the top corner. I think you always do actually. And usually there's like 2 or 3 enemies to kill right there. If you get lucky, then you can just enter the door in like 10 seconds. Otherwise, you lose like almost 30. You have to go to the side. So Derek definitely making up some time here.
Yep.
He's
Phantom
probably
is
only like 2 rims.
Phantom's on 75 with these rough puffs. Taking a little bit of damage. Their projectiles do 4 damage, but taking damage to their body will only do 2.
Yeah.
Gets a really nice key there.
Derek choosing not to go for Super Boomer as well, surprisingly, but he got a good key at least, so should be good to go. Not sure if we mentioned it, but if you toss Boomer on the ground and blow him up near like a beatboxer, it like stun locks it, which is nice. Okay, Derek with a really good rim here.
Yeah, it's gonna help out a lot. He's saving a lot of time on Phantom compared to Phantom's room there.
Yeah, I think
But-
that room actually has only 2 door pairs, so you either spawn there or spawn on the left side. So yeah, that's what, a 2 room difference again.
Mhm.
Good room by Phantom, and also a nice room for Derek too.
Yeah, just keeping a
That's
2-room
basically about the
separation
same.
there.
That Ref Puff room was like almost the exact same as Phantom's. Actually, that was kind of crazy. Looked
Yeah.
like I was just watching the same footage. Okay. Yeah, still 2 rooms. Or wait, is there 1 room now or no? It's 2, right?
I think it's 2. I'll do so 79 for Phantom, 77 for Derek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, nice key for Phantom there. That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's ideal to have 200k there, but it's quite rare, I feel like. But it makes that run so much faster. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, not too bad of a room for Derek, like 22-second room. But he's gonna have to get some nice rooms here. Holy frick, bro, that's crazy. That's not
That's a
even gonna
nice
be
drop.
that useful though, because he already
Yeah.
has one, right?
Well, yeah, he has the hot sauce. I guess he can
It's a
opt to
hot sauce
use.
and a mighty.
Yeah.
So he has 2 mighty tonics now and a hot sauce because he bought one earlier. Or was that Derek who bought one actually?
I'm not sure. I actually don't remember.
I know one of them did buy one. Or wait, no, maybe it was a Thunder. Wait, no. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, Phantom did buy one. So yeah, he has 2 now and a hot sauce. So he'll probably use the hot sauce for the chomps, I guess, and then the tonic on 86 if he needs it. Derek having a bit less of a good room for the Skeletons, but not too bad either. He's just gonna need some faster keys to catch up for the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, Phantom is on 83, and Derek will be heading into 81. It's still anyone's game because the 80s, the 80s can make a pretty big difference, especially some ladder rooms like even 84. Depending on what kind of key you get there, you can lose a lot of time.
Oh yeah, 100%. But it's nice on Phantom's end because he has quite a few heals left. He's about to hit 200k, and then he also has all these items for the rooms, so it's looking quite good for him so far. But obviously, still anyone's game.
Yeah, we will keep the 2-room difference going on here. So
And this is one of the
84.
rooms we were talking about.
Yeah, Phantom is looking for a Spania key here.
Oh, nice key from Derek, actually. So if Phantom
really
doesn't
good.
get the Spania key,
Ooh.
which he didn't,
Fortunate.
it's going to be some time for Derek to make up. So you lose like 10 seconds every time you kill one of those. Okay, that's not too bad. Or sorry, not 10 seconds. It's like 5 seconds. I was thinking of the charge warps for some reason.
Okay, yeah, so Dark Booze and Poison Pokies here.
Derek, no, heal. Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think his only other heal is the long last shake, but it's not like you're going to need any more heals after 200k, most likely.
Phantom is still trying to find the key
Just stacked
with
on
these
heals
Poison
here.
Pokies.
Okay, so he's only 1 room ahead, actually. Wait,
Yeah, this
is it 1 or 2?
I think it's only 1. Yeah, because Phantom's on 85, and Derek gets a Spania key. They're gonna be in the same room, I think, unless I'm going
Oh yeah,
crazy.
they will. Just for like a quarter of a second. When his room fades out, his room fades in. Watch this.
Yeah, literally. That's crazy.
So,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use Mighty Tonic here.
yeah, 2 mighty tonics and a hot sauce. Like you can't get better than that.
That is crazy. Derek is poisoned. He's gonna need that fresh veggie. There you go.
Derek kind of YOLOing this room, which honestly generally is the better approach. You kind of just have to get poisoned to do the room fast. That's really good. So he's in the same room.
Yeah, he saved a lot of time on Phantom's room there. And Phantom does have the key, but...
Okay, Derek actually makes a good call here. This is a pretty good chance to get the key from Magic Koopas. If you don't, kind of sucks. Especially because I don't think he has any Mighty Tonics, does he?
Yeah. Fortunately, I don't, he's gonna hope that this one has it, and it does not.
Oh,
That's
fuck,
unfortunate.
That's okay, because these 2 will be very easy to kill. So he should be good to go. Thing is, when you have 200k, they die so much faster, which is nice.
Phantom is in another ninja room right here. Still trying to find the key.
1 room ahead, or... Is he 1 room ahead, or 2?
I think it's 2.
Okay. So now it'll be 3?
I think so.
I
Let me
think,
check.
what, this is 80...
Oh, this is 89, okay.
Oh, he's in 89, holy. This is a really bad setback for Derek, actually. But yeah, this is what I was saying about the items. It's like, it really sucks not having the Mighty Tonic there.
Phantom will get a nice level up there.
So yeah, Phantom entering 91. Derek is in 87 right now. So Phantom really taking that nice lead into the last 10 floors here. Oh yeah, Phantom's on easy PB pace, I'd say. Because what, this is like 3 minutes, and then yeah, he can get a 128.
He's 42 seconds ahead right now of the splits.
That's crazy.
That was a good key for Derek there. So he'll be heading into 89. He'll probably get to 250.
Derek
there.
might actually be on PB pace too, actually, because what, he has a 130.16, you said? So
Yeah.
Said? Something like that. He can't be too far off PB. Like, I think he was probably ahead into the 90s. Most
Yeah,
likely.
he was minus 34 into the 80s, and then he's gonna be plus like
10,
plus
20.
Let me look. Like 15, 16, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So Phantom's only 3 runs ahead. Not the greatest start to the 90s for him. And actually, Derek getting a really, really insane 91 layout. Like, this is like the perfect layout.
Yeah, this is
Which is
extremely ideal. So that's good. Phantom's still struggling with this ninja room. There's just a bunch of different enemies all in this room.
So Derek actually only 2 rooms behind now. Or 1? Is that 1 or 2? Yeah, I guess
think...
like 1.5 kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Phantom's in
So now
94
2.
here.
Holy, I was unlucky with that ninjas. That's crazy. Derek just can't kill a ninja. This is crazy. That was like 4 in a row that turned into a bomb.
Wow. Phantom's at a
Handling it
94.
quite well though.
So 95, there's a lot of enemies in 95. Oh, he gets a nice storm. Nice. I think he already has a Thunder Rage though, so. Wow.
Holy, this is
Dude.
really bad.
These ninjas, bro.
Come on.
They actually aren't giving him a break. That's unfortunate.
That's crazy. So Phantom entering what, is that 96 or 97?
Yeah, this is
entering?
96. This is 96.
Yeah. And then Derek's entering 93. Really,
Wow.
really, really good run here. That's nice. Unfortunately, not looking quite 128 pace for Phantom. Or actually, no, I think it should still be doable. Man, these ninjas really hate Derek, man.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
crazy. So let's see what Derek or what Phantom decides to do here. Probably use the hot sauce, right?
Oh, he's
he
an
has
ice storm.
Okay, yeah. I forgot. And then if one of them doesn't die, okay. I meant if one of them doesn't have the key, he could just use the hot sauce. So Phantom entering room 99. Derek, unfortunately, still in 94. He got a good key there, though. PB is looking not great for Derek, I'd say.
Phantom, let me see. I'll tell you the split time if I open his stream up.
Yeah, this can be a 128, I think.
Yeah, he's 35 seconds ahead.
And what's his best possible time, say?
His it's only showing. I don't think he has it on his splits.
Okay, I think it's Teddy would know how much time, so I think he has 3 minutes and 15 seconds to spare for the last room. Teddy would tell us probably if that's 120
Yeah.
possible.
It says his current pace is a 129.14. So
Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Derek won't be able to get a PB. But he'll still be able to finish a really nice time, which is great. A lot
That's
of like
tough.
last keys. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate. So Gracie, or the winner of this race will verse well, most likely Phantom. Who will he be versing next?
Stevie in next round. It'll be losers round 4. The winner of this will play Stevie. The loser will unfortunately be eliminated from the tournament. And then we have another match tomorrow evening, which will be Soaring Sloth versus Hydra King, and the winner of that will play Slopped Up.
Derek with a good 96 layout. I think that's the best one. Or one of the best, anyways.
Ooh. Phantom took 10 damage. He should still be good, even with that projectile.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have any fire bursts or anything like that. Because, okay, it's generally not a problem. So Derek actually, oh, that was a nice serve too.
Hmm.
What did he do there? Did he use a catch card or something? I didn't see anything. I saw only one of the comps died.
I think he had a Thunder Rage, I think.
Oh,
Unless-
Thunder Rage, okay.
Yeah. Alright, Phantom looking to get this final jump, final glide with Peach. For the last 10 hits. And that's looking to be
Yeah, I
it.
think that's a 128, just barely. Seems like. Oh wait, no, that's never mind. That's a 129. GG, nice PB. That's awesome.
Yeah, huge GG's to Phantom. That's a good PB. And GG's to Derek as well. That was both runners had a really, really good race today. Both had really good runs. Unfortunately, Derek's RNG kind of failed at the end there, but all good.
Yeah, Derek should be getting a nice like 131, 132. A low 132. Yeah, Phantom not quite getting the 128. I think if he had Fire Burst there, might have just barely been enough.
Actually, yeah.
GG. So I
Alrighty.
think they saved like 10 seconds.
Final time. On my timer, it's a
29:15.
129.15. On race time, it's the exact same. So GG's.
Nice.
Nice. Alrighty. GG Phantom. Derek is finishing up on Racktail here. Here, let me undo the timer. It keeps going.
So
It should
that's
end
like
up.
a 30-second PB?
Yeah, it's a nice. Here, let me check his splits again. Yeah, 35-second PB, according to his splits. That's really nice. GG's. Yeah, of course you get it in the race. Huge GG's. That's awesome. So yeah, Phantom will be moving on into losers round 4. I'll go ahead and update the bracket really quickly. There we go. And for anyone who wants to look, I'll type in the bracket command in chat. So that is our current bracket. Phantom will be moving on. Unfortunately, this is the end of the road for Derek, but Derek had a really good showing in losers bracket. He dropped the first match, however, won his losers round 1 and losers round 2 match. So huge GG's to Derek and a great showing here once again today.
GG.
But yeah, Phantom will be on his way into the next round to play Stevie. We have another match. Soaring Sloth and Hydra King will play tomorrow evening. And then after that, I'll immediately open up scheduling for losers round 4. So we should be seeing a lot of matches this week, I'd imagine. That should be fun. Alright, and that'll be it for Derek. Oh, yeah, prediction. My bad.
GG, Derek. I think that's just barely a 131. Or no, that'll be like a 132. 10 or something like that. The predictive channel points 84% people betted for Phantom. Holy.
Yeah. No, we had some pretty good predictions. Glitch PhD did put his entire channel point category into Phantom, so it ended up paying off. Congratulations. GG's to Derek at 132.05.
Good job, Derek. Nice race time. That was such a nice race, actually.
Yeah, that was a lot
It
of
was fun
fun.
to watch.
GG's, guys. And yeah, thank you, Zach. That was a lot of fun. You're always welcome to hop on commentary.
No problem.
Alrighty. Well, I will check the SPM category and see if anyone's live. Phantom, if you want to continue streaming, just let me know and I can post you. Oh, and be sure to follow both of our runners. I'll drop the command there. Phantom and Derek are both active SPM runners. Phantom has been doing attempts pretty often during the week, so if you just need something to watch and you want to watch some SPM, oh, you're heading out? All good. Derek, let me know as well if you're going to continue. But yeah.
The only other person who I think is live is Sonic the Spy. I rated him earlier. He's a new runner.
Yeah, not right now? Okay, gotcha. Oh, raid Sonic then. Sonic was in this tournament, unfortunately got eliminated. Here, let me copy the name.
Oh, I didn't realize he was in the tournament. Nice.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna raid Sonic. Hopefully that goes to the right channel. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I believe, is the time. And, yeah, we'll have another match. Soaring Sloth and Hydra King, which should be another good one. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Zach, once again, for commentary.
Yeah,
And,
no worries.
Yeah, all right. That's going to do it. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.